And Solomon reigned over all the kingdoms from the river to the land of the Philistines. To the border of Egypt they brought presents, served Solomon all the days of his life. Solomon's provision for one day was 30 measures of fine flour and 60 measures of meal, 10 fat oxen, 20 oxen out of the pastures, and 100 sheep, besides harts and deer and fallow deer and fatted fowl. For he had dominion over all the inhabitants on this side of the river, from Tipsah even to Gaza, over all the kings of this side of the river. He had peace on all sides around. Judah and Israel dwelt safely, every man under his vine and under his fig tree. From Dan even to Beersheba, all the days of Solomon, Solomon had 40,000 stalls of horses for his chariots and 12,000 horsemen. These officers provided victuals for King Solomon for all that came unto King Solomon's table, every man in his mouth, they lacked nothing. The barley and the straw for the horses and swift steeds they brought to the place where he would be there, every man according to his charge. God gave Solomon wisdom and understanding, exceedingly much, in largeness of heart as the sand that is on the seashore. Solomon's wisdom was greater than the wisdom of all the children of the east and all the wisdom of Egypt. And he was wiser than all men that Ethan and Ezrathite and Heman and Chalcol and Darda, sons of Mahal. And his fame was in all the nations round about. And he spoke 3,000 proverbs, and his songs were 1,005. And he spoke of trees, from the cedar tree that is in Lebanon to the hyssop that springs out of the wall. And he spoke of the beasts and of the fowl and of the creeping things and of the fishes. They came of all peoples to hear the wisdom of Solomon, from all kings of the earth who had heard his wisdom. Hiram, king of Tyre, sent his servants to Solomon, for he had heard that they had anointed him king in place of his father, for Hiram was ever a lover of David. Solomon sent to Hiram, saying, You knew my father, David, that he could not build a house for the name of the Lord his God because of the wars which surrounded him, until the Lord put them under the soles of his feet. And now the Lord my God has given me rest on every side. There is neither adversary nor evil occurrence. And behold, I purpose to build a house for the name of the Lord my God. As the Lord spoke to David my father, saying, Your son, whom I will set upon your throne in your place, he shall build a house for my name. And now command that they hew me cedar trees out of Lebanon, and my servants shall be with your servants. I will give you hire for your servants according to all that you shall say. For you know that there is not among us any who is skilled to hew timber like the Zidonians. And it was when Hiram heard the words of Solomon that he rejoiced greatly, said, Blessed be the Lord this day, who has given to David a wise son over this great people. Hiram sent to Solomon, saying, I have heard that which you have sent me. I will do all your desires concerning cedar wood and concerning cypress wood. My servants shall bring them down from Lebanon to the sea, and I will make them into rafts to go by the sea to the place that you shall send me. I will separate them there, and you will transport them, and you shall accomplish my desire in giving food for my household. Hiram gave Solomon cedar wood and cypress wood according to all his desire. Solomon gave Hiram 20,000 measures of wheat for food to his household, 20 measures of beaten oil. Thus gave Solomon to Hiram year by year. The Lord gave Solomon wisdom as he had promised him. There was peace between Hiram and Solomon. They both made a league together. King Solomon raised a levy out of all Israel, and the levy was 30,000 men. And he sent them to Lebanon, 10,000 a month alternately. A month they were in Lebanon and 2 months at home, and Adoniram was over the levy. Solomon had 70,000 who bore burdens and 80,000 hewers in the mountains. Besides Solomon's chief officers that were over the work, 3,300 who bore rule over the people that wrought in the work. And the king commanded, and they quarried great stones, heavy stones, to lay the foundation of the house with hewn stone. Solomon's builders and Hiram's builders and the Gebalites did hew them, and they prepared the timber and the stones to build the house.